This may be a formal traffic hearing, but cases like this often reveal more than people expect when the details are examined closely.
Can't sleepwalk through these. And when you come to court, you should review your police report, you should review the ticket, you should review the video. All right, this is a formal hearing in the matter of Jasmine Ray Adair. The charge alleges a violation of MCL 257643 under the Motor Vehicle Code for following too closely. As I indicated, this is a civil infraction. I believe it carries 2 points, and it does carry, I believe, a $120 fine. Assistant Prosecuting Attorney Abigail Stoll is here with her Officer Jesse Raymond. The jurat is signed. We're ready to proceed. Madam Prosecutor?
I'll waive opening argument.
Okay, certainly. We don't need any. Are you ready to proceed?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. You may call your witness.
I'll call Deputy Raymond to the stand.
Good morning, sir. Do you swear or affirm any testimony you're about to give in this matter will be true to the best of your knowledge and belief?
I do.
Thank you. Have a seat. Would you state your name for the record, please?
Deputy Jesse Raymond.
The officer claims the vehicles were dangerously close, but early on, key details about the stop already seem unclear.
And spell your first and last name.
JESSERAYMOND.
All right. Ms. Stoll.
Deputy Raymond, where are you employed?
St. Joseph County Sheriff's Office.
How long have you worked there?
Just under 6 years.
What do you do?
Primarily now I'm covering complaint vehicle, meaning I take complaints on the road. I also conduct traffic stops.
Do you have any other experience in law enforcement?
Outside of the Sheriff's Office, no, but I do have other assignments.
Were you on patrol on July 25th of 2025?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What shift?
I was on the day shift. I was assigned to the traffic unit.
What was the general location where you were at?
I was traveling southbound on 131. I was south of Three Rivers. I was just approaching Drummond Road.
All right. Did you see something that caught your attention?
There's moderate traffic that day. I did notice two vehicles that were very close together.
Could you describe the vehicle that was following?
I don't recall.
What did you do after that?
So I had my radar unit activated.
At this point, the defense begins highlighting gaps in the officer's recollection, which could affect how reliable his testimony appears.
I clocked the lead vehicle going approximately 60 miles an hour. I saw the following vehicle was traveling quite close as they passed by. I estimated it to be about a car length behind. I turned around at that intersection and it took me about a half mile to catch up. I caught up to him just before Gleason Road where I conducted the traffic stop.
I'm sorry, forgive me, I'm a little hard of hearing. I didn't catch the tail end of what the witness just stated.
You caught up half a mile at Gleason Road, and then you said something else.
That's where I conducted the traffic stop. It was just south of Gleason, northbound.
Thank you.
And then what did you do after that?
I made contact with Miss Adair. I explained the reason for the traffic stop. Got her license, registration, insurance, and issued a citation.
Is Miss Adair in the courtroom?
Yes, she is.
Could you describe something she's wearing and point her out, please?
She's wearing gold frame glasses and a black shirt.
Let the record reflect that the officers identified the defendant.
It may.
And then did you write Miss Adair a ticket?
Yes, I did.
What for?
For following too closely.
In your experience, was that a reasonable length to keep?
No, I have considerable experience.
Here's the issue. The law doesn't define a fixed distance like 1 car length per 10 miles, making this claim legally questionable.
Particularly with traffic crashes where there's rear end collisions. Almost all of those cases, it's a matter of either following too closely or they're unable to stop in a short period of distance.
Objection. I don't think there's a foundation laid for his expertise as being an expert with traffic crashes.
Well, all right. We can establish that. He indicated he'd been an officer 6 years and then traffic enforcement. Madam Prosecutor, would you inquire further about his qualifications in this area?
Deputy Raymond, do you have any sort of special training or experience in traffic accidents?
Just academy training and then routine experience with traffic crashes. I respond to and investigate crashes as a traffic unit, also as a complaint deputy.
How often do you respond to these accidents and complaints?
I would say on a weekly basis over the last 5.5 years.
How many citations do you think you've actually written?
I couldn't give you a number.
Over hundreds?
Over 100.
This is a civil infraction, and he's given his opinion regarding this circumstance. I think he's qualified in the context of a traffic enforcement officer, certainly not an accident reconstructionist or anything, but I'll allow the testimony regarding his opinion about why he wrote this citation.
Thank you, Judge.
You said that you were traveling on US 31 southbound?
Objection asked and answered.
We're just getting back into it. Yeah, it's 131. Go ahead.
Where were you located when you stopped the defendant?
We were on US 131 traveling northbound. We were just south of Leeson Road.
In what township?
That's Fabius Township.
In St. Joseph County, Michigan?
Correct.
Thank you. Nothing further.
Morning, Deputy. I'm going to ask you some questions. If anytime during me asking the questions, if you don't understand or it's not clear, feel free to ask me to clarify.
Now the discussion turns to video evidence and whether it actually supports what the officer described.
Deputy, you testified that you were the one who stopped my client, Miss Adair, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so you recognized her?
Yes.
Okay, but didn't you just testify you didn't know what kind of car she was driving?
Correct.
Okay. Would it help if I showed you the ticket to refresh your recollection?
Yes.
Okay. May I approach, Judge?
Yes.
For, I guess, the jurat? Let me know when you're done looking at the ticket. Is your memory refreshed?
I have the citation for a 2012 Toyota. I don't remember the model of the vehicle. I do remember the Indiana registration.
Would you disagree with me if I told you it was a Toyota Prius?
No.
Okay. So when you testified for the people, you stated that you were going in the opposite direction, right?
The officer says he turned around to observe the violation, but proving what happened before that turn becomes a central problem.
And you just testified that my client was driving a Toyota. Do you know what the vehicle was that was in front of her?
I don't recall.
Okay. Would you have any reason to doubt me if I said it was a GMC pickup?
No.
Okay. But you did catch the distance between that vehicle and my client?
Correct.
Okay. And you remember that there was one car length?
Correct.
Okay. Did you provide any video recordings to the people? Like body wear cam or dash cam?
I did not. I don't know if my clerks did or not.
Okay. So would it surprise you if it was provided? Okay. And do you recall what you said to Miss Adair when you approached her vehicle?
Yes, I do.
Can you share with me what you said?
Yeah. So I asked her for her license, registration, and insurance, which she provided me. I informed her that she was following the vehicle in front of her too closely. I told her that they were traveling close to the speed limit. And given that speed, that was too close to be following the vehicle in front of her.
Would you doubt me if I just stated that you stated at the time that the courts have found that you need to be traveling 1 car length per 10 miles per hour?
I did say that to her, not as a.
What authority are you relying on for that statement? When I say authority, legal authority.
I was using it as an education piece.
So you just made it up?
No, I did not.
Okay, well, where'd you get it from?
I don't recall.
Okay. So you read this, you're familiar with the statute, right?
So
And what does it use?
you must be no closer than reasonable and prudent to the vehicle.
Reasonable, prudent person. Are you familiar with, you're familiar with the State of Michigan Secretary of State, right? Okay. Are you familiar with a publication that they put out called What Every Driver Must Know?
I'm familiar with it. I don't recall any text in it.
Would you doubt me if I said it doesn't say anything about a car length for every 10 miles? Okay. I'll help you. It doesn't.
Objection, Your Honor. Hearsay.
Well, the officer accepted the answer that he accepted that he is familiar with that publication, which every Michigan driver has to review before they take their driver test. I'll allow it. It's not damaging, really, either way.
As a matter of fact, well, let me back up. Would you doubt me if that publication takes into account what is considered the reasonable distance between 2 traveling vehicles? Okay, would you doubt me if it says that you need to take into account the vehicles, the drivers, condition of the road, weather conditions?
Wouldn't doubt you at all.
Okay. You interestingly didn't testify to, you talked about moderate traffic, but do you remember the weather conditions that day?
Yep.
Okay, what were they?
It was a clear day, dry roadway.
There was no rain, was there? Mhm. Okay, and do you know that you recall on the side that my client was driving on, how many vehicles were traveling? About the time that you witnessed these 2 vehicles going down that road. I'm sorry.
Specific number, I don't recall.
If I played the video, would you doubt me that it was just that vehicle and her vehicle? Okay. As a matter of fact, on your side where you were traveling, where you said you witnessed the cars traveling too close to each other, there was a lot more traffic, or as you said, moderate traffic. Would you doubt me? Okay. Did you notice that, or do you strike that? When you came up behind my client, did you notice the, I guess, double lines, dotted lines in the roadway?
At the location of the traffic stop, I believe it would have been a double line, but I don't recall.
You don't know if my client was attempting to pass that vehicle either, do you? You didn't ask her, did you?
I had turned around and followed the vehicle for approximately half a mile.
Okay.
I'm going to inject myself a little bit.
I'm sorry, Judge.
I'm going to inject myself into this to add some context. On the map, run 131 looks like it runs flat, straight, north and south. Is that correct?
It's a relatively hilly section.
Well, that's what I'm going to ask. It's actually on what's known as the Big Hill. Is that correct? 131 and Drummond Road is on what's known as the Big Hill between Three Rivers and Constantine. Is that correct?
I'm not familiar with the term.
You're not? Okay. Anyway, it's a big hill, and it's common. Well, maybe I'm too old, but there have been many, many accidents there. One time we had 2 drunk drivers hit each other on the big hill, and they were both killed. Anyway, was this on the hill?
A portion of the observation period was, yes.
Okay, so this is a big hill, and so they're both going up the hill at that point. Is that correct?
They had gone up the hill and I had stopped them after descending down.
Okay. All right, thanks.
Anything else, Judge? I'm sorry.
No, I don't know if you've been there, but
Unfortunately, I'm not familiar with.
at any rate, it's on the big hill, and apparently they were headed uphill, and then he stopped them as they headed down.
If I played the video of you turning around, well, is your video activated? It's not running all the time, right, Deputy?
It's running, but it only pre-records a certain time frame before it's activated.
Okay, because it was shared with me, the video, but it wasn't shared of, I guess, where you felt that the car lines were too close. But I got a video that shows you stopping the vehicle. I don't know if it would help the court making a decision if the people don't object. I mean, I'll play the video.
Well, I was hopeful they would play it.
I'm kind of a little surprised, but they can present their case any way they want.
Yes. Yeah, you can present the video to the officer. We have a way to do it.
I'm not technical. I mean, I could set this up there and you can look at it.
Well, we have a way to play it on the big screen, although I'm not sure any of us are technically at depth enough to plug it in.
And just so I'm making a record here, Your Honor, the video that I have that was shared with me just reflects the stop. I don't think it actually reflects what the deputy testified to what he witnessed when he was coming the other way. So I don't want you to go through all this laborious effort.
All right, so it doesn't show the actual.
It shows him doing a U-turn and coming up behind the two vehicles, my client being the closer one to him. It doesn't show what what Deputy
Raymond.
James testified to what he witnessed when he was coming the other way. That's why I asked him about if his camera was activated at that time. If there is footage of that, it wasn't shared with me.